Let's go to our segment where we get you some corporates. Let's welcome in the management at Vatek Wabag. They have had a very important deal regarding the fundraising, which we'll talk about. Plus, they have declared their numbers. Mr. Rajnish Chopra, Global Head Business Development at Vatek Wabag, is now with us. So while the Q1 operations were, of course, impacted by the lockdown, now as things are moving to normalcy, how do you see business for you? What can we expect in Q2? Are there further delays in the orders or things are looking back to normal?
As far as our first quarter is concerned, if you would have seen the numbers, we are almost at where we were in the last quarter in spite of a very severe lockdown. And some of the key reasons why you see that we are almost where we were last year in spite of the lockdown is that based on our business model, I think our O&M was operating at 100% of the capacity because these are essential services and our guys did an excellent job. In spite of all odds, they operated all the utilities at 100%, and in some cases even more than 100%. Secondly, if you look at our business model, it is EPC. Now, engineering and procurement, I would not say that we were at 100%, but engineering and procurement, even while people were working from home, this continued, and we were almost at 70-80% of our normal productivity levels. The only impact in India we had was on the construction, where almost we lost more than 2 months because of the severe lockdown. But as far as overseas markets are concerned, be it Europe or Middle East, I think the impact was only for a few days and then the construction was resumed. Maybe the model of construction changed, there were social distancing norms. We were operating even in the construction on more shifts than what we were doing earlier. But that also helped us to regain whatever we lost in first 8-10 days of the lockdown overseas. Now, when you talk about going forward, I can tell you that as far as overseas are concerned, we are almost at where we were previously, pre-COVID era. And as far as India is concerned, I think in last couple of months, we have seen that definitely the work is picking up. And going forward, I think in coming quarters, I can only foresee that it should improve drastically, the productivity levels. It may not be exactly at 100% as of now, but going forward, we see it will improve unless there are some, COVID-related issues which can impact, or there are some lockdowns in some particular states again coming up. Other than that, we don't foresee any, issues going forward, that all coming quarters will be better than what we did in the first quarter.
Right. So what are the margin expectation for the rest of this year? Can we expect margins to remain at a similar level in the remaining part of the year?
See, if you even look at our first quarter, there are two major things. One, our TCO has improved vis-a-vis last year. I think the overall operations level was less, which has resulted in a more optimized TCO. And going forward, we are quite hopeful that we'll be able to optimize this TCO. And with top lines, definitely improving in coming quarters, this TCO should help us, improve our margins. Also, we have been able to generate free cash flow and reduce our debt. And if you see the first quarter, definitely our financing cost has reduced. So with revenues going up in the coming quarters, definitely we expect our margins to improve in this particular year, in the balance 3 quarters.
Mr. Chopra, afternoon. What is the current level at which your activities are operational, both for O&M and EPC projects, and how far are you from the pre-COVID levels?
See, as far as O&M is concerned, I think even during COVID, we were at 100%, as I told you. So I don't foresee there will be any dip in, as far as O&M is concerned. These are essential utilities, and with water and sanitation taking a priority because of COVID scenario, we don't foresee any impact on O&M. And given our strong order backlog, we believe in this particular year, our O&M contribution to the total revenue will improve substantially. As far as EPC is concerned, as I told you, in our overseas market, we are almost where we were in the pre-COVID era. And I believe as far as India is concerned, maybe in the next couple of months, we should be closer to where we were in the pre-COVID phase with all our migrant laborers and everything getting back to the work. with the starting of trains now in India, I believe that we will be now almost at where we were earlier.
Okay, fair enough. And your order inflows as well, they've been a little bit weak on the back of lack of award and expected orders. Are things now coming back to normalcy, and how are you seeing your overall order book? Are you getting new inquiries for orders as well?
Going forward, overall, we see there has been a delay as far as, upcoming tenders, even which were planned. Definitely COVID had an impact. But I feel that it will not be at a normal level what we would have ideally expected in this particular year, the number of tenders which come up. In municipal sector, we see that maybe, in the second half, the traction should happen as far as new tenders are concerned. And we are definitely seeing in some of the major industries now, they are already, in the process of implementing their, capex plans. But I would not say that it will not have an impact. I think for this particular year, definitely, we see that there is a stress on the budgets as far as utilities are concerned. The state governments, their revenues are down. But the only hope is that the central government has, come on record to say that they will continue to spend in this sector, being a priority sector now. So there will not be any cut. But definitely there is a delay as far as the spend in the sector is concerned in the first half.
So the O&M order promotion in the overall order book has grown from FY19. Do you think O&M orders would continue to gain in the near term?
Definitely, as far as O&M is concerned, it has been our intention. I think we have gone on record even in the past that ideally we would like to have 25% of the revenue coming from O&M. Now, in the first quarter, you see, the O&M revenue is definitely at around 23%, vis-a-vis, EPC contributing 77%. But for the year, even looking at our order backlog, we feel that it will be somewhere around close to 15-16% for the entire year. But there is a paradigm shift as far as O&M is concerned, as far as Indian market is concerned. In the Indian market, now you see that one city, one operator concept has caught up. Wabag has been successful in getting a couple of contracts in two cities, Agra and Ghaziabad. So with these particular contracts, the nature of these contracts where everything is bundled and tendered at one go, which is a win-win situation both for the utility as well as for Wabag. It helps, the utility optimize the time of implementation and also the cost of implementation. And at the same time, it improves the accountability and serviceability of the infrastructure to the citizens. So this is something with one particular contract, our O&M revenues in India are likely to double. So going forward, we see that some more cities are exploring the same option. They have kept a close watch on the initial contracts which have been implemented successfully. So we feel that it will improve. And definitely O&M is not a top-line business for us. As far as O&M is concerned, we find that it's like an annuity business. So there's a predictability every month what I'm going to bill, what I'm going to earn. And margins by all means are far better as far as EPC is concerned. So I think more than the revenue, I think it will impact our, bottom lines going forward positively.
Given that most of your orders are municipal orders and with the current receivable situation, how do you plan to fund how do you expect them to fund these new orders?
In most of our EPC orders, if you see, one of the criteria which we take is the cash flow. So we don't feel that going forward we will have any challenge as far as new orders are concerned. Even in our current order book, if you see, more than 95% of our orders, they are backed by either multilateral funding or sovereign funding. So most of our orders, the payment system is already secure. So we do not expect much of investment happening or receivables, going forward, that it should not bloat. We only expect that receivables should come down. So I think it will definitely aid our working capital, and our endeavor will be to, bring down the working capital further. And the other criteria which for new orders we are taking is the technology. If you would have seen in recent past, we secured a 48 million USD order in Saudi Arabia for Jeddah Airport. So it is a high technology, first time technology in that particular region called Nereda, which has definitely a much more efficiency. At the same time, it reduces the overall footprint of the plant. So these are some of the steps we have taken forward, which will not only aid our technology, also it will help our cash flows.
Let you go on that note. Thanks very much for telling us a little bit more about those order wins and how you see progress for the company as well. That's Viatech Wabag for you.